Let's set the record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before your eyes.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another custom die-cast review. This might be one of the fastest customs I've made, decal-wise at least. But this die-cast specifically is from the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. If you don't know what that is, it's not a stop motion, it's not like a downhill racing thing. It is a legitimate event, I guess you could call it, where Diecastbuffet, you know, good old Garrett, he will push a diecast around a oval track or a triangle track, you know, whatever they're racing at. And which one ever goes the farthest is the winner, in most cases. Now, of course, there's rules like if a car goes off the track, you know, that's a DNF, in the garage, you know, last place, whatever, right? You know, pretty simple stuff. And it's kind of cool because depending on which track you're at, it varies on what the rules are and stuff like that. It is real diecast racing. In all reality, it is only one run per diecast, but at the same time, it's a lot more fun than you would expect. Especially being involved, it's drawn me in more. Now, at first I was like, oh, that's, you know, it's kind of cool. And then I kind of watched a little bit of, you know, and I was like, you know, it's pretty unique. And then I'm like, I wonder if I can kind of get in on this. So I messaged him and he's like, yeah, sure, you know, you can hop on in. You know, just kind of throw in some sponsors here and there, you know, kind of support it a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I was going to do that no matter what. And then at first I drove the 5 and got the first win at Bristol, which was pretty awesome. And then Diecastbuffet actually made a custom of that, and I received it back as well. I think we both did reviews on it. I will link his review, my review, and the race that I won, the Talladega race, which is this one, not the same one that I was just talking about in the 5. But Larson took over the 5, of course. So, just like real NASCAR, there cannot be two of the same number, and Bowman got the 48. Therefore, the 88 was retired, and I'm like, you know what? I'm definitely picking that number up. And McMahon and I kind of worked on a few paint schemes to send them. We sent them like a SpongeBob one, K-State, a throwback, a patriotic paint scheme, and we ended up running those. So, where the diecast kind of predicts the winner, or dictates the winner, right? It's whichever one rolls the best, pretty much. I just entered it for fun and to support Garrett because I, you know, have watched his channel for a while. He's inspired me. He said I've inspired him. And I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool. We'll have a mutual thing. So, you know, we'll just see how this goes. It's been great. I can't wait to return to another season if possible. I would hope so. If not, you know, everything, it is what it is. But I never thought I would get one win, let alone two, you know. Now, I mean, I can say, like, I'm pretty good at Dega. Now, our ongoing kind of thing in, like, the McDonald's Cup Series, whenever we had that, me and Big Z was amazing at Talladega specifically. I think I've got 3 or 4 out of, like, the 5 or 7 races we had at Dega, and I would normally either lead the majority of the race or kind of hang back in the back and then kind of work my way up towards the end and, you know, kind of get that win. So, me and him were also, obviously, best buddies, and us having that kind of really good runs and, you know, winning back and forth, because nobody else won at Talladega but me and him. Every single Talladega race, again, which was like 7 or 6, at least one of us won. But I had more wins than he did at Talladega, and then it kind of became like a small meme or like in the group chat about me being like a Dega king or a plate track king, even though I never won at Daytona, which was sad because I really wanted to. But Talladega was my place. In the real world, it was Earnhardt country. In the games, it was Wrangler country, and we were great. And of course, I can kind of bring that joke over here because this is a Talladega race to win. So technically, I mean, I guess it's just my place, you know, not in real life. I'm the Talladega person, pretty much, because, I mean, the only place I have not won Talladega at is my own league, which, for obvious reasons, I don't really expect myself to win in my league, so I don't do that. But anyway, there's that. Now, also, if you noticed, this is a whole new box. This is a entire, like, 360, 180, whatever, top to bottom, this is a custom box. Now, the template was made by Vix, I'm pretty sure, and I did all the detailing myself, so that was pretty cool. It was cool to do that, and yeah, I was actually inspired by Diecast Buffet himself, because he would do these custom boxes, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, which I've wanted to do it for a while, but I never wanted to, like, ruin the box, so I never took any chances. And I saw he kind of did it on the plastic here, and I'm like, you know what, I wonder if I can do a full wrap, which is what I did. So, of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. On the front, it's got the race version, the winner sticker, Andrew Keeton, which, of course, is my name if you did not know already. Then we got the Wrangler Racing Motorsports logo here. Not very well printed out, I will say that. It's very blurry, but our slogan, yeah, our Logan. Shout out to Logan, you know who you are. But Wrangler Racing Motorsports, our slogan is, I think it's one team, one dream, and it was established 2018, so that's at the very bottom. And they got Wrangler Racing Motorsports in the middle with the blue, and then we got the numbers on top, which I think is 0, 36, 88, and 99, I believe now, because I don't know if that's the old logo or the updated logo, but either way, you couldn't really tell a difference. So, yeah, there's that. So there's the front side. Let's move on to, the side. Let's move on to the front. Got Andrew Keeton, number 88, K-State Diecast, Camaro ZL1 1LE. Now, I could have put 2021, but I don't know, I didn't. I really should have, because it was a race ran in 2021 on a 2021 mold. So realistically, I should have put 2021, but I don't know. I just wasn't really thinking right, so I didn't. But still, I think it looks pretty clean. Over here, we got a little bit of stats. This was also inspired by Diecast Buffet, because he had a little thing down here at the bottom. I didn't really do a little special like graphic. I just kind of had the text there. So the name of the race was Colleague Racing's Biggest Fan 499. That's the title here. The date is October 3rd, 2021 at Talladega Super Speedway. This is my second NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win. And of course, at the top, we got the bottom Bag Diecast. Can't forget that. NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Right here on the back, we got Little Wrangler 3, which is the new logo. And then underneath, we got the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Big old sponsor, or big old logo, you know, might as well, right? And then, on the top, we got Talladega on the front side, and the Diecast Buffet logo on the rear. So, let's get this bad boy out of the box and take a closer look at the actual diecast itself. Here's the diecast out of the box. Now, for the first win, which was the Bristol win, I wanted something different. Now, with the one Gary did, which was, of course, the Bristol one, there was not a lot of damage. There was a little bit of dents and scuffs and stuff, but I was like, you know what? I want this one to be the polar opposite. I want not as much as confetti, more damage, you know, like a quarter panel, like just destroyed, a tire destroyed, stuff like that. So that is exactly what I did. So all the way around this car is damaged. Now, I mean, there's more rubber buildup over here, and then you can see some damage right here. There's a little bit of tape on the front, some confetti, and some tape and bare bond on the hood. Explain that a little bit later. And on this side, there's a donut mark, and we have a little tape mark on the wheel, which was probably my favorite thing. A little quarter panel shredded up a little bit here, not a whole lot, especially compared to this side. But then we got on the back, we got a little bit of some scuffs and stuff. So we will take a closer look. Now, with the whole damage thing, earlier you heard me say it was just a one run. So the car gets pushed one time and one time only. So if that's the case, how was there damage and I won the race? You know, if it's a one lap thing, how is that possible? Well, Diecast Buffet and I have one thing in common. More than one thing, but there's also something else in common. We like a good backstory, a good history of what happened. So how I kind of see it, it's hard to explain. The picture is like off camera versus on camera. Off camera, all the cars are running, right? On camera, that last run is what counts, is what the score is. All before that, you know, it's not a permanent placement. There was a lot of wrecks in this race, a lot of DNFs. I started like 5th from the back, I believe. So my kind of thing was, you know, pop the hood a little bit. You know, I hit somebody in the front and the hood gets popped. And kind of this little fender here gets kind of tore up a little bit. And then that's where all the hood damage stuff comes from. So that's where that came from, and the rest is history. But anyway, let's take a look at this diecast finally. I know I've been talking a lot, but that's because I like this diecast. I made it myself, therefore I'm going to have a little more attention to it. So right here on the hood, of course, we got the fixed Lionel Racing. No pun intended, but this thing was definitely fixed, you know, after some laps. I got the tape there, which is just, you know, a little bit of duct tape, never hurt nobody. The fix got some confetti scattered on here. Got Keeton on the front, of course. Got some detail on the dashboard. And on the roof, we have, I don't have a hatch or anything. There's a little bit of pink going on the 88. I don't really know how that happened. Got some more confetti on the front, or on the roof, I mean. Nothing around the 88. I got Keeton right there on the back. Got some more confetti, then got Diecastbuffet on the deck lid for obvious reasons. Moving on to the back, we got Lionel, the fix Camaro ZL1 1LE. Got the tail lights with the Chevy bow tie and the camera there, of course. And for damage, we have a little bit of, you know, pushing and scraping, because, you know, it is Talladega. So, over here on this side, we got a little bit of a quarter panel cut. Of course, we got the little tape right there for the brand new wheel. There's a little bit of race wear on it, though. Got K-State diecast, got some more rubber wear around that. Got the flag there, of course, for the K-State logo. Got the B-post, so I'm not even going to try to read off of that. You got the 88 right there with a donut mark on the side. So you got the NASCAR race car. Bottom Bag Diecast. NASCAR Cup Series, A&W and Lionel Racing there. Got Goodyear right there above the wheel well. Some more race damage, of course. So you got Sunoco. Going to the front, we got some damage. So the headlights are kind of beat up. Of course, you got that repair down here. You got a piece of tape and some confetti there with some more race wear going across the front end. On this side, same thing pretty much for design. I just got some more race wear, a little bit more confetti. Of course, you got the shredded up tire back here with some tire damage around the wheel well. You can take a closer look right here and see just how, you know, shredded that thing is. So yeah, definitely a little torn up. And then there is the fender damage. Of course, got it all cut out. And you can see the window net down here. On the inside, you can see the dashboard detail. The steering wheel and the gear shifter is also painted silver, along with the roll cage and all that good stuff. So we are not done, actually. Flipping it over to the underside I got some confetti on my hand. That was something else I was kind of talking about in another video. Is I got to work on my confetti a little bit, because there is a lot of pieces to where it just kind of comes off and it doesn't really stick very well. But anyway, on the underneath, we got our, you know, classic bottom bag diecast / LW3 detail. Got the painted transmission and drive shaft there, or drive train, whatever you want to call it. You got the gas can in the back, or gas tank. I got the little red thing there that nobody knows what that is. We got the axles painted, the supports painted, exhaust, all that good stuff. So yeah, there's kind of the underneath of this diecast, and that is going to wrap it up for all of the detail. Now, I know this diecast review was very lengthy, and I do apologize. You know, when you're involved in something, it's a lot more easier to get into than just watching without having any involvement. Like, if I was watching any other, like, stop motion, or whatever, again, it's not stop motion, but if I was watching any other stop motion, right, and I had nothing in the world to do with it, I wasn't driving, I didn't sponsor anything, I would sit there and be like, you know, pretty cool race. I would see like, you know, that's pretty smooth, got some good damage to the cars. But when you're involved, it's 10 times better. And I tend to talk about it 10 times longer. So with that being said, that'll be all for this custom diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Diecastbuffet for, you know, letting me have this opportunity to be, you know, on the track. It's pretty cool. And we're hoping to return for another season. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.